Hello and welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam,
I'm Matt.
and today we're going to be reviewing,
I'm first.
episode
10.
10. What did you just say?
10.
Yeah, I thought you said 9. Episode 10 of Iron Fist, Black Tiger Steals Heart. Words to live by.
Yeah.
So this episode opens up. See, my issue here, right, he wakes up in the bed, yeah?
Yep.
And he's naked. You've got to assume he's naked. And so
Well, I don't know, but
So
yeah.
he passed out in this bed. Well, he was obviously passed out. They got him out of the car, plopped him in the bed, and like Colleen's just thinks, "Oh, I'm gonna get naked and sleep in the bed with him," and that, you
Oh,
know.
yeah. I don't know. They're dating and then hooking up, so why not? I
Uh,
want. Okay, if you're in his position, would you complain?
well, they didn't really do anything, but I would have woke up and I've been like, "Yo, what are you doing here?" I was passed out. Right. So he wakes up in this facility. And they're going on about, oh, it's a safe haven, this Bakuro guy. Now, I know a little bit. I read up a little bit on the comics, so I knew he was a member of the Hand straight away because it said, like, I clicked on it and it was like 9 members of the Hand. So I was thinking, oh, so he's a member of the Hand then. But then I was kind of like, oh, maybe they're reworking it. But no, like the whole kind of institution thing is kind of a Hand, and then they're like going on like, oh, there's a good hand and a bad hand. Lao's like, Gao's faction is like a renegade thing that are like doing drugs and stuff like that, and we're the good kind of part of it. And I was just thinking, oh, knock it off. It annoyed me because I like Colleen, and then it turns out she's like whatever.
Yeah, but she's going to end up helping him. And she did.
Yeah, I know, but I was just thinking, what ruin it for, man? That was terrible.
Oh, why not? I might as well make someone on the show interesting.
That don't make her interesting. So yeah, like this Bakura guy's like, I'll teach her how to recharge your chi. So he's doing his moves and stuff like that.
Oh, God, the thing when they're practicing and doing this crap. And, oh, this is terrible. So hokey.
You don't like it, no?
No, I don't.
He was recharging, y'all. So yeah, he takes him into his office and makes him watch a video, and it's like the Iron Fist with both his hands glowing and he's murking people up, and I
Yeah,
just
yeah, this dude has punched people. Why can't you do it,
yeah,
mate?
he's got like
10 episodes into the show.
exactly. I'm pretty sure his hand didn't glow this whole episode.
Like, it's broken, isn't it? There's another thing.
Yeah, or maybe it's because he used it twice last episode.
Yeah.
So they had to have a break. so, so yeah, they show him this video and it's like blah 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 training, and then it's like, then there's kind of the hush thing between him and Colleen. Oh, we should tell him, and that's obviously the fact they're like the Hand, but they're the good Hand. It's like, knock it off. And then so he goes down into a unrestricted area and talks to Gao, and she's just like, yeah, they're mugging you off, mate. It's a trap, blah blah blah. And then he gets all frustrated, and then there's like, don't insult me, and starts slapping the wall like an idiot. It's like, mate, why are you getting mad at a video for? Calm down.
Oh, yeah, and
I thought he was gonna punch through that wall as well. I was thinking, yes.
well, I'll tell you what, if he had the Iron Fist, he probably would have done it. I've been I've been sat here throughout the last 10 episodes wondering is it the writing's terrible, which it is, and is it that some of the acting is terrible? In his case, it is.
Yeah, but
Like, I didn't want to be too harsh on the guy, but 10 episodes into the show, he's not good.
see, you got to think, is that what they're kind of going for? That is kind of like way out of it. That he hasn't is still a bit, all this kind of uh, stuff that has kind of gone to this place and has kind of been there and has been away from people and has kind of been brought up around them people with the stuff like talking about honor and kind of all that hokey stuff
Well,
that they live by.
that's the bad writing. But I'm talking about things like in the scene when he's angry. It's poorly done.
I think it's just the way he's been brought up out of civilization, away from
I don't,
society, that
no,
it's kind of
it doesn't matter. I know why he is how he is.
yeah.
Watching it is bad.
What you think by this time he should have just loud it off and he should be more like
I
normal?
think it should be a better acting. You should have better writing. It's poor.
I definitely think the writing's the issue. The writing's way off because they overcook him and stuff like that. Really, there's no need for that kind of talk, but I think the writers have put it in there trying to be kind of like profound and explain it away that is kind of been being unsociable and stuff like that, and is not very articulate with his words. You know what I mean? I think they've tried to put that, but it's like, I think the writing's definitely terrible. The storyline's kind of way off as well. The pacing's kind of not there, so there's a lot of kind of pointless options. Obviously, flipping Joy's kind of with Harold and stuff like that, and then like the bodies in like the plant thing, and I swear that window's been smashed about 4 times, and now it's like back to normal, and now he's put like Kyle's body in there, and it's just like rotting away in the little glass cabinet on the random.
And it's like at this point now we're 10 episodes in, right? And we'll get back to the recapping the episode, but at this point we're 10 episodes in. We've got 3 left. Who is the villain? Is it the dad? Is it Madame Gao's version of the Hand, or is it this new version of the Hand? But who's it building up to him fighting if he's ever actually going to have a proper fight with the Iron Fist?
I don't know.
Where's it going? I have no idea.
I don't know. As for, well, Harold's not really a villain to him, is he? Harold kind of needs him to destroy the Hand, so it's like Harold shouldn't really be fronting. You know what I mean? So he's a villain to other people, but Danny's not going to turn around and start battering him. Why would he do that? He hasn't really done anything to him.
Well, but he is a villain, presumably. I'm guessing it, I have no idea, but presumably he's the one that killed the parents.
See, it depends whether that... You'd think that Gal would have just come out and said it to kind of like be issues, but she ain't really said it yet.
Why would Gal kill them in a plane crash? She has the Hand. She just have them kill him.
Because I think she tried to make a deal with them, and then the dad was like, "Nah, I'm not involved." And then like obviously,
right, so she made a deal with him to kill him in the plane crash.
She made a deal with Harold that like if they're out the way, then he'll take control of the company and let them do their business. So Gal was like, "Oh, okay then." So she killed him in the plane crash. Harold comes in to lead the company, and then obviously they're running drugs through it.
It's never been said that Gal killed him in the plane crash. This is Danny's assumption.
Right, okay then. So whether that comes out, it comes out. If not, it doesn't. But I mean, he's not really an enemy to Danny at the moment, unless that comes to light. I think it's just the Hand in general.
But from what I know,
he's not going to fight Gao, is he? He's not going to knock an old lady out.
Obviously not. No. But
so it'd be this new guy. That's probably why they brought him in.
What I know from the Defenders is that they're the villains in that as well. So the Hand has surely got to make it through, but we'll do that when we get to the end of the season. So let's get back to the episode.
Well, it's a massive organisation, isn't it? So
clearly, that's good.
So yeah, Harold's still melting with joy, and now they're planning to get the company back. He kills a really annoying board member, the one I can't stand, who thinks he owns the company and is running his trap. Popped him in the head.
Again, for the second week in a row, he kills a nothing character.
Yeah. With kind of Gao out the picture, this Bakuto guy is taking control. Obviously, he wiretaps the phone call, goes to Harold, is like, "Oh, I'm in charge now, I'm running things. I'll be a little more lax than kind of Gao was to allow you freedom to kind of return to the public eye." So whatever that means, what he's going to have to do with that, because Harold thought he was free with Gao out the way, but now this guy's taking control. Danny kind of rebels. He's kind of like, he's mad at Colleen for lying to him about them being the Hand she's trying to explain. Throws expletives, and then like 2 hours later, it flashes to him like meditating and that, getting ready, and like she's still in the room with him. She's like in the bed like asleep. It's like, oh, so you argue at her, you say all she's doing, she's lying to you, and then you're still hanging out in the same room. It's like, why wouldn't you go to another room? Why would you still be with her and stuff like that? So he looks out the window, sees these people coming out, decides to break in, gets in there. It's like a massive intelligence kind of thing, loads of computers, they're wiretapping a ton of people, there's cameras in the penthouse, blah blah blah. And then this guy comes in, starts fronting, smashes a couple keyboards about. I thought when he knocked him out that was sick, when he jumps over the table and he smacks him in the leg and he just flips out and then smacks off the table. I thought that was good. He leaves, and then obviously Davos turns up, like the cool one. I thought he was decent. And then there's a bit of fighting in the corridor, like, and then Davos was like, "You're the worst Iron Fist," and it's like, I agree, because I figure he left Kunlun and he wasn't properly trained. He was not properly trained. He knows a little bit about fighting, but I mean, he didn't even know he could heal with the Iron Fist. So he barely knows what he can do with the Iron Fist, be it heal himself and other people and project his consciousness into other things. It's like all he knows is to like punch doors and punch people. It's like he knows nothing about the Iron Fist. I mean, fighting, I mean, it's interesting how he like battered Bakuro, but like when he come up against a random guy, he was getting slapped about. So them two bang out about 20 people in the hallway. Davos is just murking it. They get outside and then they're like, "Yo, we've got to leave." And then that dumb kid Daryl, he comes out and is like, "Yo, stop." And then Davos just breaks his leg and then is trying to get him to summon the Iron Fist, but Bakuro like stabs him in the side, so he's melting, can't open the door. And then like about 30 man come in, so it batters them, and then Davos is like backflipping off the back of Danny and doing stuff like that, like proper sick stuff. See, that fight was decent. My question is, like, what was happening with the searchlights? Why they were fighting? It had like, do you know, like the spotlights all going all over the place, and I was thinking, who's like in control of these spotlights that they're spinning? Like, why wouldn't you just focus it? Why are you like flicking around? I was thinking, like,
I know, it's not like they were running about the place. They were literally stood in the courtyard fighting.
Exactly. I was just like, if someone's controlling them, why the hell are they spinning round like that? And two, if they're set, why are they spinning round like that? You know what I mean? If they're just normal lights pointed down, why are they spinning around? I was like, what the hell? It's like, it's kind of hard to pick out the action, but there was a couple sick moves. Colleen kind of opens the door, obviously, and then they run off. And I think, ain't she in China? Because they kind of go their separate ways. Davos and Danny kind of get away, and then
it looked like it. I think, I don't know Chinese architecture, but yeah, it looked kind of like it. I think she is.
Yeah, so she's kind of vanished off, and they're kind of in the street, and they need to go back to Kunlun because the doors are open. So it's just like, yo, why'd you leave? Because obviously for some random reason, Danny just literally decided to leave Kunlun.
Right. Again, we're 10 episodes in, and I still don't get it. Why did he leave?
Maybe it's all going to be explained in this episode.
I don't
really think there's going to be a feasible way for him to explain why he left.
Because what frustrates me is...
Because he didn't know the hand was in New York, so it's not like he left New York to go there.
Right.
And it's just like, why?
And clearly he's not interested in the company. He got it back, he's done nothing with it. And what really frustrates me is that we've had to sit through all that crappy Oki dialogue where he bangs on about Kunlun and being the Iron Fist and Heaven Sent and all this crap. He keeps building it up. And like Davos said, he abandoned them.
Yeah.
He abandoned his sacred duty that he didn't shut the fuck up about.
Yeah.
For what?
Because now the way's open to Kunlun, you've got to assume that with the Iron Fist, who's the protector of the gate, now is away from Kunlun. Anyone can just go in there and wreak havoc. So I mean, you wait till he gets there. You think the dialogue was hokey now? You wait till he gets there and he starts talking to his man them. That's gonna
be a load of monks, isn't there?
It is gonna be the best. So yeah, obviously Joy motions to get the company back because the guy popped himself in the head, so they're all back at the company. Not that matters, and I guess they're on their way to Kunlun, and I'd assume that Colleen's trying to find her way there as well, because she's in China for some reason, so you got to figure she's gonna manually try and find her way there, even though it turns out she's Japanese.
Is she?
Yeah, she's Japanese.
I don't know. She's American. I don't care what Asian culture she descends from. She's American.
Yeah, but I don't know kind of what they're trying to get at. So yeah, I mean the fighting was good. The Davos guy is pretty cool, and the fighting.
Yeah, it's cooler than the Iron Fist. That's a problem.
Yeah, and he can batter more people than Iron Fist. I figure if they went toe to toe, Even if Danny had the Iron Fist and used it, alright, Davos would
I mean,
still bang it
because
out.
he's not going to use it. He's not like Davos is going to have a gun. He's going to break up with the fist, is it? He ain't going to punch him with it.
Or it's not like he's going to hide behind a wall or a
Yeah.
door. then he's in trouble. So yeah, it was they're sick when they're working together. They're kind of sick, like the fighting when he runs up his back and backflips and kicks two people. It was jokes as well, like during that fight, and he just boots a girl in the face and she's like, ah. She makes the funniest noise. That was the best bit, man.
Yeah, that was cool. The cool scene, and I liked it. But 10 episodes in, it should have happened 5 episodes ago. Why we only seeing Davos episode 10? I mean, I know he was in the last one, but he didn't really do anything, did he? So what was? Go on.
Another point as well, what they're trying to get at with this Daryl guy, you know, they broke
Which
his
one,
leg
Daryl?
and it's like, yo,
Oh yeah.
and they're like, yo, you're our future. Like looking at him like he's going to be some sort of amazing character. I was thinking, this guy's pretty whack to me. You know what I mean? His legs snap pretty easy, so I don't know whether they're trying to make him into be a sick character. But it's just like, I don't care. That'll probably be for season 2, but who cares? Let's talk numbers. There'll be a season 2
yeah.
because the fans love
Sticking
it.
with Luke, do they? Do they really? Sticking with Luke Cage, I'll watch it, but I don't know about that. I'll go with a 7. I think the fight scene bumps it up from the last episode. Everything goes around it again. Not into it really, but the fight scene was cool, so 7.
Definite. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with the 7. You just got to prepare yourself for some real hokey dialogue and bad writing for the next episode, because you know it's gonna be, you know it's gonna be like with his trainer as well. Like, oh, I'm sorry for leaving you, my sacred duty. We should do a drinking game. How many times he says sacred or something to do with that?
You know what? I don't like. I realise I don't like hearing either.
What?
Sensei.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Doesn't bug me when the Ninja Turtles say it to a rat, but in this show, it does my damn head in.
Yeah. Especially when the kid calls like Colleen Sensei, it's just like, yo, she just runs a gym. I don't think she's got any certification to prove these claims, but I guess it's just someone you look up to. But obviously, well, in that sense, obviously, Bakuro trained her pretty well, I guess. So I mean, yeah, I'd figure he's a sensei. But you wait till Danny starts spouting it left, right, and centre, because he's probably got about 20 of them back in Kunlun. So yeah. Catch the next episode. I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And that has been our review for episode 10 of Iron Fist. See you in the next episode.